So, myredbook.com, Republican felons, sex traffickers, listers of sex trafficking, sexual assaulters, listers of sexual assault, rapists, listers of rape, stalkers, listers of stalking, assaulters, listers of assaulting, attackers, listers of attacking, cyberstalkers, listers of cyberstalking, terrorists, listers of terrorism, 422 PC, death threat makers, perjurers, suborners of perjury, listers of perjury, bribers, listers of bribery, blackmailers, listers of blackmail, extortionists, listers of extortion, kickback receivers, kickback providers, listers of kickback providing, listers of kickback receiving, listers of murder, attempted murders, witness intimidators, listers of witness intimidation, obstructors of justice, listers of obstruction of justice, Greg and Glen Chapel. Those aren't their real names because they're ex-mafia, in quotes. They're actually active mafia. 2838 Concord Lane, Santa Clara, California, 95051. 2838 Concord Lane, Santa Clara, California, 95051. 408-500-7328, 408-500-7328. 408-606-0620, 408-606-0620. Had me illegally arrested by the myredbook.com Republican felon, sex trafficking, listers of sex trafficking, raping, listers of raping, sexually assaulting, listing of sexual assault, assaulters, listers of assaulting, attackers, listers of attacking, stalkers, listers of stalking, cyberstalkers, listers of cyberstalking, black hat hackings, listing of black hat hacking, libel writings, listing of libel writing, slanderings, listing of slandering, perjuring, suborning, perjury, listing, perjury, kickback providers, kickback receivers, listers of kickback receiving, listers of kickback providing, bribers, listers of bribery, blackmailers, listers of blackmail, extortionists, listers of extortion, witness intimidators, listers of witness intimidation, obstructors of justice, listers of obstruction of justice, Santa Clara Popo, they're just a criminal organization. They really are just a terrorist criminal organization. At 601 El Camino Real, in myredbook.com, Republican felon, Santa Clara, 95051. In myredbook.com, Republican felonious, California. In myredbook.com, Republican felonious, United States. Yep, they illegally arrested. I still haven't been shown anything. Myredbook.com, Republican felon, etc., etc. Glen Chapel initiated several conversations with me. He's been within 5 centimeters of me. I responded back to one of his crazy rants, but not in a crazy way. And he had me illegally arrested. Yeah, and you know, the myredbook.com Republican felons that want to be called POPO, that are actually just a criminal terrorist organization, they pretty much admitted last night to sex trafficking me. Oh, and one of them, 99.9% sure after I got released from the hospital, that he made a METH delivery. I saw it. I witnessed it. I asked him about it. I said, did you just make a METH delivery? And then he responded, did I just make a METH delivery? Like he was mocking me. So yeah, 99.9% sure that was indeed an METH delivery. Yeah, so, you know, I also just wanted my lab paper back that myredbook.com Republican felon, etc., Glen Chapel took from my room when I left for, I don't know, an hour or two. He took it from my room. So I couldn't get blood tests done this morning. Not that I could, because I was still illegally in JAIL in myredbook.com Republican felonious Santa Clara County. In the myredbook.com Republican felonious Milpitas jail. Somebody doesn't want me seeing my doctor. And then on top of that, somebody knows my schedule at Pets in Need. Somebody knows that I had a lab jaw this morning. I don't know who they are. Somebody knows that I had an appointment set up for next week. I don't know this person.